Hi, my name is Christine Ventrella. I'm going to be talking today about focus notes in the Common Core math classroom. Everybody knows that math teachers have been going through a lot lately, and I teach high school math, but I'm also an avid teacher, so that is why I'm talking about this topic today. I want to help you. We do have the Common Core state standards that we're trying to implement in our classroom, and at the same time we're trying to implement the standards for mathematical practice. And so what I am suggesting to you is one way that you can try to teach the mathematical practice standards is to implement focus notes in your math classroom, which is an avid strategy. Here's an example of a focus note paper that we do provide at my school site, and the students can download this from the school website or pick it up in my classroom. It's already printed out for them. They need to just fill out all the different areas. You can see areas 1 through 6 is what we'll be talking about in a few minutes. But first you might be asking, why focus notes? So this is about memory, and it talks about the rate of forgetting things as you learn them. You can see if a student only encounters something one time, their rate of forgetting is way down to 20%, but each time that they repeat information, the amount of percent retained keeps going up and up and up. So with focus notes, what we do is we have one repetition at 10 minutes, one at 24 hours, and one and 7 days. And so we talk about the 10-24-7 rule. So the first steps we need to do are create our notes format. You can do that for them if you create this paper, but otherwise give them some time in class to write out the topic, objective, the class period, the date, the name, and make sure that those are in pen because they'll be turning these in weekly. So how can you help? Either provide the note paper for them, show them how to set up their own paper, and post a daily essential question for them so that they can save a little bit of time there. Step 3 is where students are actually taking their notes in class. They're going to do that in this area. They don't have to just be doing that during lecture. They can be doing it during a lab, during a video, while they're solving math problems, while they're doing a launch or activity. How can you help? Providing them time to work independently and also compare. And modeling, paraphrasing, and abbreviations for your subject. Step 4 is reviewing, revising their notes, and leaving evidence. Here are all the different kinds of evidence that they can use and get points for in their AVID elective. And this is the 10 minutes. So this is our first look at the notes after they've written them. How can you help as a teacher? Use one of their notes. Show them a revision process and go through the evidence. Talk about paraphrasing and talk about asking for clarification from a friend or from the teacher. And if you go through this checklist several times, then they'll start doing it on their own. Also, if you can regularly set aside time, 10 minutes after an activity, for the students to do this, that would really help. Step 5 is chunking and creating possible test questions. Students put the notes into sections and create high-level test questions, so you can help by reviewing Bloom's taxonomy or depth of knowledge or Costas levels with them. Help them create and answer high-level questions, and explicitly teaching the vocab really helps. Step 6 is summarizing, and this is 7 days after the initial time that they heard the information. This is when students go back and they answer the essential question that they wrote. They answer all the potential test questions that they wrote also, and use complete sentences. How can you help? Have the students bring in their notes and test each other. The whole point of focus notes is that you can use it as a study guide, so you can flip them over and fold them in half, and students can test each other. Also, help students create test questions based on their notes. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a glimpse into focus note taking, and maybe you'll consider using it in your math class.